6:30. Worked out for an hour and a half. Everyone wakes up, and I'm already done. I send out the majority of my early AM emails between 4:30 and like 5:15. That where everyone wakes up and they're like, Serhant.
I have a real problem with this. Welcome back to YouTube for Agents. Karin Carr here, aka the 6-Foot Realtor. And today I am reviewing Ryan Serhant Says. For those of you who don't know who Ryan Serhant is, he is the star of Bravo's $1 Million Listing New York, and he is a former hand model. True story. Now, Ryan is amazing and brilliant and ridiculously successful, but there are a few things that he says that just make me want to scream. So let's jump right into it.
That real estate is the greatest career in the world for anyone of any age. And I would not be where I am today if when I was 24, I didn't spend a couple $100s and get my real estate license. And so I am not going to be comfortable leaving this earth until I change the world. What this lifestyle is actually like, how busy it is, how much of a grind it is, how fun it is, how crazy it is, how you can be your own boss and determine your own hours and determine your own destiny. Because the harder you work in this business, the more money you make.
Now, Ryan, I love you, but I have a real problem with this because there are too many real estate agents that work from sunup to sundown and they are not rich. In fact, their businesses are not very profitable at all. They insist on trying to do everything themselves and they don't have any help. They have no leverage. So they're doing everything that needs to get done in their business, even though those things are not things that need to get done by them. Or even worse, they do hire people to help, but they are such micromanagers that they can't delegate the task. And then they just oversee this poor person until the person finally quits out of sheer frustration, or they fire that person because they weren't worth what they were being paid. Now, I don't know about you, but I do not want to work 18-hour days. I would prefer to have some time off and see my children and hang out with my husband now and then. Now, I'm not saying to sit around on the couch eating Doritos, watching Netflix when you should be working. I'm not saying to ignore your job and be lazy. But if you subscribe to the 80-20 rule, you already know that 20% of your actions result in 80% of the business that you do. So just look at what you're doing on a daily basis and identify the 20% that results in new revenue for your business and focus your efforts there. I do not think that you need to get up at 4 a.m. and work until 11 o'clock at night and work yourself into an early grave just so that you can make more money.
I do believe that if you put your mind and your heart to something, you can affect change. Why live, right? Why wake up? Just to go along to get along? And that sucks. You have to stay optimistic. You have to stay positive. The minute you get negative, the minute you start saying, oh, the market, oh, the seasons, oh, the weather, oh, no, I can't do this, is the minute you just are not a great salesperson. Because enthusiasm is what sells.
Out for an hour and a half. Everyone wakes up, and I'm already done. I send out the majority of my early AM emails between 4:30 and like 5:15.
See, I just don't subscribe to this mentality. Yes, I am glad that he's going to the gym and he's doing something good for himself. But do you really have to start emailing clients at 4:30 in the morning? I don't see that as a badge of honor and something to brag about. It's important to get a good night's sleep. It's important to treat your body well. It's not a good idea to run on 4 hours of sleep every single night just so that you can email people at 4:30 in the morning. Why? Especially because if you are one of those people that say your clients are calling and texting you at all hours of the night, they call you at 11 o'clock at night having a panic about something that's happening in the transaction. Well, did you answer the phone? Because if you did, you're telling them implicitly that it's okay for them to call you that late at night because you pick up the phone and you answer. If you turn off your phone at 8 p.m. and you don't turn it back on until 8 a.m., life will still go on. Your clients can live without you for 12 hours. Ain't nothing happening at 3 in the morning that is going to affect your real estate transaction. Unless maybe the house burned down or something. Just because you own a cell phone does not mean it needs to be surgically attached to your head 24 hours a day. I think it's important to have boundaries. I think that you need to set expectations when you start working with a new client. When you are available, the days that you work, when you are not available, when you will not answer the phone. They need to know that you do not work 24 hours a day because otherwise they're going to act as though you do. So Ryan, I love you, but no.
Work, I will outwork every single person. So I'm going to outwork everybody. Right? So I started waking up at 4:30 in the morning. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go to the gym at 5. The average person wakes up at, 7 o'clock, right? 7 a.m. Some people say they wake up at 6:30, but then they'll snooze. Most people wake up at 7 a.m. And then when they get home at night, they're like, yeah, but I work later. You don't. Right? You get home, you watch Netflix, you're on Instagram, you're not really doing work, maybe you're cleaning email, you just go to bed late because you're lazy. That's what I honestly believe. Competition and get to work, and I have an extra 20 days above my competition every year. Above anything, if you remember anything that I'm saying now, it's that, right? You control your own destiny when you wake up every single day. That is my secret sauce. I outwork everybody because I have no control of anything else, honestly, other than myself. Not being okay with just being okay. Get out there and sell something. That's the end of the vlog. I'm so done.
Okay, now that I absolutely freaking love. Stop being okay with being okay. Yes, 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 1,000 times yes. I love this. Mindset is a huge part of success in any profession, but let alone in real estate. I believe 100% that the stories you tell yourself become your reality. I was reading this book yesterday called You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. And she said, what comes out of your mouth comes into your life. What you say to yourself, you speak into existence. So stop being okay with being okay, meaning mediocre. You can have a great career as a real estate agent, and you can do it in a way that works with your core values and your goals and your personality. You don't have to cold call people all day long if you don't want to. You can learn how to attract new clients that are dying to work with you because they feel like they know, like, and trust you already. If you don't believe me, you should watch this video next where I talk all about how to attract new clients in a way that is fun, enjoyable, and works like a charm. So come join me right now on this video next.